Hello, everybody, and welcome to Respectfully with Miss Pretty Young Thing. I'm your girl, Miss PYT, and let's get into it. Y'all, the topic that is running the streets right now, POF is leaving the MEET group.
Oh my God.
This is something that had been rumored to be happening since last year. It's been rumored for a while now. And now that we've heard from both sides, we can kind of sort of figure out and lay out everything that's going on all together. So let's set this see. So POF has been a part of the MEET group since, I want to say, March of 2020, a little bit before I joined in May of 2020. So as far as that goes, POF is never been a part of the MEET group, but has been an affiliate of the MEET group when it comes to the live streaming portion. POF has always been a dating side that streams, and now it seems like POF is trying to become a streaming side that involves dating. Now, POF has always been owned by the Match group, and MEETME is the owner of the MEET group. So instead of POF utilizing the MEET group software, POF is now going to be with Match Group creating its own format of live streaming. I'm kind of excited about that. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm really excited about that. So this is how the breakdown is going to be. So if I were to draw a line in the middle of the screen right now, and I put the MEET group right here and the Match group right here, here's the rundown. So as far as the MEET group goes, we're still going to have MEETME. We're still going to have Scout. We're still going to have Zoosk. And I believe Tumblr and Kick are going to be remaining on that side as well. Currently on the MEET group website, they have added Growler to their system. So Growler will be joining that side as well. And then, of course, you cannot forget about their sister company, Tagged. Tagged is also going to be remaining with the MEET group. So of course, let's take a look at the other side. Match group. Match group is going to consist of POF, Chispa, and from the Tag side, we are grabbing BLK. I'm not sure what other groups are going to be joining on that side, but those are going to be the three people that are going to be running row and doing their thing on starting a whole new world. Y'all, I'm excited. They have introduced us to so many different things and have said that they have so many different new features that they want to be able to incorporate, and I can't wait to see what they are. Let's get into the tea. So today is now January 5th. Yesterday was January 4th, and we were like a chicken with our head cut off, waiting for someone to tell us something in regards to the information that we got that the apps were splitting up. The first app to respond was POF. They set out the cutest memo on Instagram letting us know that there was an important announcement that they had to make. And the important announcement was that on January 22nd, that there was going to be a rift between them and the MEET group, and they were excited for everything that was to come. It was very, very colorful, very flamboyant, we not worried. Let's kick it up a notch. They are very confident in this move. The MEET group, however, no tea, no shade. All the tea, a little bit of shade. It looks like an obituary. It was very formal, too many periods. They were looking like, look, they leaving on to bigger and better things. And how they presented themselves kind of shows what the difference is between the two apps. MEETME is very corporate. MEETME is very cutthroat down the line when it comes to everything. While POF has always been the fun app. POF has always had a good old time. You can tell by how bubbly the admins are and how quick they are to get on us about making sure that they are, as open and honest with us and in full communication with us when it comes to everything. And I feel like, I don't know. What you think? Now let's crunch some numbers in real quick. So I was able to get this information right here that shows that Match, which is for POF, has a market cap of about $21.31 billion. Okay? Get into it, y'all. $21.31 billion, multi-billion-dollar community we are talking about, okay? In this divorce, it's looking like POF is going to the rich side, because if you check for the numbers for the market cap for the MEET group, it's 400 million. Now, this ain't got nothing to do with the facts. This is just my humble opinion. I feel like that's why POF ain't got no commercials. We can afford to not have commercials. I feel like that's why POF doesn't have the capability of having to play games in order to win a couple coin, because we already got a bag via Match Group. Like, I feel like there's a lot of big differences between the two, and it's apparent when it comes to those numbers, because even by the time you look at the numbers when it comes to their trades, apparently Match shares trade at $80, a little over $80. And if you look at the MEET Group's trades, they trade at $6.20. That's less than minimum wage for a lot of states in the United States.
It's giving poverty.
I don't know, y'all. If we're looking at the numbers, it's looking like POF is the money team. If we're looking at the emotional grasp and the open communication, it's looking like POF again is the winning team. Now, last night, Livewire went live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you know, Livewire is the official featured show for POF running on the MEETME app. So we went ahead and captured a little clip of Caesar talking about everything that is to come on that side. Let's take a look.
We want the experience at our new home to be a more fulfilling experience for the streamer as a whole. I'm going to get into that more and more over the next little while. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I want to announce about what we're actually going to do about that. The gifts will be dramatically different.
Yep, I've seen them, y'all. They're so good. They're so good.
Yeah. So someone's here when we went at the end of the year, and we had a few in production, and she saw a few. I have some gifts that I would like to share with the community. We are going to do that next week. Okay. So unofficially announcing that next week, we will actually show a little bit what our look and feel is going to be like. To our mother company, Match Group, that live streaming is a very cool, viable business. And because we have proven that to them, they are backing us up all the way. So that's what we keep saying we want people to understand. Match Group owns plenty of fish. MEETME is a whole other story. We love MEETME. We have had a fruitful relationship with MEETME. It's been fantastic. They are the ones who actually supported us in starting this. We have no ill feelings about MEETME. We just want to do our own thing in our own way. We will help mold the things that people do well on stream. We will help you make them better.
Will the terms and conditions be stricter on POF in regards to smoking and drinking? So I guess they mean on the new network, will the rules be the same or more strict, more chill? What's giving?
Plenty of Fish is naturally a little more chill. I would say if we have to put it on a spectrum of just chill to rigid, I would say we are more on the chill side. However, moderation is a very, very important topic. We want people to be protected. We want the stuff that is not good to come up to the fore. We want people to have very clearly defined rules and penalties. We will try. We are working hard with the moderation team to define rules that can be easily understood. There will be more on that for sure over the next few weeks. But I can guarantee to you that every ban will be looked at. Every time that somebody gets a ban, there's going to be a real human there looking at that stuff, making sure that we're okay. We will be considering not only what happens to get people banned, how can we instruct them to not let that happen again, and more importantly, we'll be listening to the community and understanding what is it that we need to do to make the app better for everybody. We're happy to support our people. We can talk to people who have been affected by fraud. In the beginning, we will be looking for those people, and we will be working with you. We will promote them. We will find ways to make that deficit come back up.
Well, women be banned for twerking on the new network? What's it giving?
Depends how you twerk.
Depends how you twerk. Yeah.
But a little bit of dancing, hey, a little bit of dancing is absolutely okay. A little bit of swearing is absolutely okay. A little bit of
Take
drinking
my
is
tip,
okay.
y'all. Just don't turn all the way around and be to the side and turn up. That was my rule of golden thumb. We'll see.
We'll do a tutorial.
Not by me though. Whoever asked that question, you'll lead it. And we have a question from one of the top streamers of all time, not on POF, but of all time on another platform. And they said, Caesar, can you give me a call to talk about what my options are? We'll leave them nameless.
Depends how big you are.
They're big. Big.
You know, we are talking to people. We love the big streamers. We love people who do well. We love content creators who can kick ass. If you're big and you want to do some cool stuff and you like us and you like what we're saying, we'll talk to you, of course. If you're really big, I'll give you a call myself.
Right.
What about the little people? You know, and I just wanted to comment on that. Right, there has been a lot of stuff about that. Of course, our focus is on the top level creators, but you know, the reason we have this big team is because we have what is in the business called a funnel. Right, the funnel means at the top of the funnel you got a ton of people, and then it becomes smaller and smaller and smaller, and the top creators and the top earners are at the bottom. A very, very, very small group of people here, and you know, a very, very large group of people at the top. One of the things that we're really working on is how can we make it better for creators who are at the top of the funnel, the large group, the little people, right? And this group that you saw here at the beginning, our talent team, is creating a process for a new world where we will identify streamers who are doing well from the beginning and follow them on their streamer journey all the way to the top.
Yeah.
So the little people will be looked at. But you know, you can't just be little and expect that things are going to magically happen. Work hard, put your time, put your dedication. Everybody in here knows that. What you got to do to grow on this thing is actually put in the hours, put in the time, talk to people, learn the tricks, do it right. We will be looking at the metrics and we will find you.
Oh, this is a good one from Medusa, Top Edge Medusa. Will POF have a live fest event this year?
A live fest?
Yeah, an in real person event. Are we going to do something in real life?
You bet we are. we love events. We have never been able to do our own events because we have to do our events together with the whole network. We are now able to go ahead and do our events the way we believe they should be done. We will have a lot more news about that soon. We want to go visit people in some of the biggest cities in the US. We will have smaller events with fewer people in some specific key cities. We will have at least 1 or 2 bigger events per year. More on that TBD.
Can people from like MEETME or any other platform, can they duplicate their accounts and have accounts and be the top streamers, top badges on both networks and stream simultaneously with status on both? Or is that like a next week question?
You know, yeah, I think that's still being worked on because the whole matching thing is pretty recent. But I'll tell you what. We'll see how that plays out in the next few days. If we are matching over here and they're matching over there, it's likely that people will have accounts on both sides. There's definitely going to be some rules that are going to have to still be created. Those rules are not 100% created, and the community has to understand that. We don't know. This is kind of a new thing that we realized might happen as we shift into this new world, right? But what I can tell you is we will communicate as soon as the rules are ready. Probably the day that we shift is when we can actually really communicate very openly what's going to happen. We will have some very cool incentive programs for our people and for everybody who is a streamer who is interested in being on this journey with us. Much more on that later on. And each step of the way, we will be talking here every week, and we will be on IG, and we will be available, and we will continue to bring in the newest information. There is stuff that's changing every day on our side, guys. This is actually super vibrant.
For anyone that was wrongfully banned or terminated, let's say from the TMG network, when we move to our own network, is there a chance for them to kind of like start fresh and on our own network, or is this a TBD, we'll talk about it later kind of thing?
Yeah, I think it's something that we can look at. It's gonna be on a case by case basis. I'll tell you that. It depends on what situation the person was banned for. There are bans that are irrevocable. There are some bans that have happened that, MEETME sees it one way and we see it in a different way. And I think that is going to be part of what's going to happen. We have our new moderation team is ready for that, and we'll be looking at people's histories. We may actually be even talking to other people who know the story better. But because it's our network, we will be able to negotiate that with the users, and we'll bring in some of our best creators. We'll have a top streamer council. Maybe some of these situations can be brought to the council. Say, hey, do you know about this story? You remember about this story that happened 6 months ago when somebody had this thing? Yeah, let's see what the public opinion is. We'll while we don't identify an ironclad process to finalize that, we will be developing different ways to deal with it.
All right. Caesar was telling us everything we wanted to hear. Sounds like we're getting new fancy 3D gifts. We gonna be looking like TikTok when it comes to the gifts. All the level 100 people are getting their gifts done all over again. It sounds like we're getting some name changes. For contract purposes, I can understand if I'm not going to be called a top badge anymore. It's going to be some sort of an elite name to separate me from the crowd, which is perfectly fine. They did mention that the boards are going to change on the POF side, which means instead of me being in the top 40 all time, I'm moving to the top 10. I don't see nothing wrong. Listen, I am perfectly fine with moving into the top 10 on an all-time leaderboard. I have never seen myself that high on the MEETME side. So I'm perfectly fine with them, cleaning them out of the way real quick. I think the only thing that makes me sad at the end of the day is seeing all my good friends on my personalized all-time board. So many people that I'm leaving behind. And of course, I got to give a quick shout out to my top 3, my Ace Boone Coons. Big shout out to Dalvin. Big shout out to Pharaoh Kane. And big shout out to Lemon. They are all team MEETME. Who knows if any of them are going to switch sides? If not, y'all know I'm going to keep me a MEETME just for y'all. And then, of course, today we had the chance to listen to Chris Casper and Jim B talk about all the changes at the Rundown, which takes place every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as a featured show on the MEETME platform as well.
Chris, we've been doing this a long time. MEETME launched video in 2017, which, if you think about it, it's a long, long time ago. And we've seen all kinds of apps come and say they're going to change the world of streaming and come and go, and Bacocha and Livid and LiveMe and YouNow. And I mean, there's a list, right, of people that just have tried this. It's very hard, and I'm very proud of what we've built here, first off. I still say, we're not the biggest. We have built the best community of live streamers anywhere on the planet. I'll put that up against anybody of the way we build a family and whatnot. Last year, they notified us they wanted to cancel the contract. It was no surprise to us, guys. We knew one day this day would come. I think it's unfortunate, but that's just the way it's going to happen. And again, zero surprise there, and do nothing but wish them the best. And we've been planning on how to communicate this. There was no real contractual tie-up about talking about it. We just wanted to communicate it at the same time so that it's best for all of our people. And now we're going out and we'll tell you guys how it's going to work. I've always been team network, right? There was a purpose there. I feel like we do better when we all work together and it's one big network. I think you saw a lot of team POF, and that was intentional, and that's fine. I never was team MEETME. I've always team MEETME, but I was team network first because I want to make sure that everybody feels like this is a great app. So that's where I was. All right, so let's get to some points that everybody wants to know. I know there's been a lot of questions. I want to make sure I get all this right. So, first off, people on other networks, you've worked very hard and you've earned a lot of status and you've built some great things and you're part of these leaderboards and should be forever. So it'd be sad to lose that. So there's good news. If you choose to, you don't need to lose any of that. So for informational purposes of how this works, if you're from another network, you need to email meetmevip@themeetgroup.com. Okay? meetmevip@themeetgroup.com. Just send us an email with your name and say you'd like to keep your account. We're going to reply with a form and ask you for some information. And once that's done and everything's provided, you're going to have your account back. And what does that mean? here are the specific things that will be in your account. It's basically everything. Lifetime diamonds, your diamond balance, your streamer points or SP, your viewer points or your XP, your streamer level, your viewer level, your top or VIP badge if you have one, your inventory, you keep all your inventory, your battle wins, you'll remain on the Meet Me and Scout leaderboards, and if you're on someone else's leaderboard, you'll stay on their leaderboards, your favorites count, your favorite list, you keep all your favorites, your block list, you keep all your blocks, and if you have a level 100 custom gift, you keep that as well. So you keep everything. You worked very hard. Why lose it? It's a very simple process. If you don't do that, you will disappear from the leaderboards effective in later January after the switch happens. So Meet Me VIP at themeetgroup.com. I'm sure we'll have more about that email, and you can find that from other places. I just want to give you guys what the story is, and you're going to stream at the best place, wherever it's best for you. You're going to go stream, and we lost people to other apps over the time. They end up going to live it and coming back, but you're going to stream wherever it's best for you. Just know that I'm out here building the best place so that I think I can give you the best place to stream for you. That's my entire focus. And I love all of you who've streamed, and it is a little bittersweet if we lose some of you, and I wish you well, and stay in touch.
I have confidence in what we have to offer, and I have confidence that I will still be seeing many of you. Until next week on the Rundown at Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, please stream with respect.
I don't know how I felt about it, y'all, because the information that they said was very plain, very cutthroat, and things that we kind of sort of already expected and already knew, which is plain and simple. There aren't going to be many changes on the Meet Me side. So basically what they were saying is they're not going to, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Basically what they were saying is if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They're not making many changes. They also went about posting on their Instagram a list of things that they're not going to change, like the top badges, the XP, the SP, the leaderboards, and things of that nature. So all of the things that people were most curious about, they are not changing. They are remaining the same. They are standing strong. And Jim B did point out as well that they have been around since about 2017 and that they've seen apps come and go and they still doing what they do. I mean, hats off to them. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But then at the same token, it's 2024. If there's room for improvement, if there's room for change, if the people want to see more, why not give them more? I applaud POF for doing what they got to do to make sure that we are happy and make sure that we are continuously feeling like the money that is being thrown on this app is being put to a better purpose by making sure that we are having our updates, by making sure that the VIP emails are always responded to, by making sure that we are getting all of this fly merch that y'all are sending to me on a regular basis, by making sure that we are always plugged in to all of the new information as it is arising. Y'all, I want to know what y'all think. Please feel free to write in the comments below everything that y'all feel about everything that is going on when it comes to this transition period. Once again, January 22nd, the split will happen. From what I'm hearing, it's not going to be drastic changes on POF side right away. It's going to be changes happening over time. So what's your opinion? Whose side are you on? Are you team POF? Are you team Meet Me? Are you team nobody? Are you keeping both of your accounts? Are you leaving every account? What's your opinion? How did you feel about the rundown? How did you feel about Livewire last night? Drop it in the comments and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will continue to pour out all the information as I get it. And like always, PYT out respectfully.